Hey guys, my name is Kaushik and welcome back to Let Code. In this video, we are going to learn about headless mode. So we are going to run our existing test script in the headless mode. So basically, headless mode means there won't be any GUI, graphical user interface, but it's running all our script in the background. So the advantages are like it is going to be faster comparing to your browser with head mode. That means browser running up. The reason is very simple. When we are going to run in headless mode, we do not see the browser. So of course the graphics property won't be shown where this CSS or the JavaScript. Of course, JavaScript will load, of course, but the CSS that whatever we have in our application, that's going to be very faster rendering comparing to the browser that's present in the screen, right? So of course it's all about rendering. So when the JavaScript or the CSS are going to render, it's take much time, where comparing to headless mode the rendering is not going to happen that much. So that is the reason we go almost with the headless mode. And also another benefit is like whenever we are going to run our script for maybe hour or 2 hours, then of course it is going to be pop up in some times, and that is going to affect our works. So something which comes on keeps on screen doesn't looks good, right? So we can use the headless mode. Of course, if you are using like AWS or any remote execution machine, then it's fine. But most of us use the local machines where we have to run our script as well as we have to do the work at that time. Sometimes this browser just keeps on popping and it's annoying, right? So we are going to fix that using the headless mode. So here we have this interact with buttons, and here we have a spec file. So here we have for 8 blocks. So let me try to run this first. So I'm using this protector run test plugin. So I have a separate video on that. Probably you can check that. It's already running the headless mode, I think. So let me go to my config file, and here let me comment this, and I will explain you this. So here let us run this first, and let's see. So it's bringing up our browser, and of course we are able to see the test script is going to run very fast. Yes, and the test script has been completed, and here we can see we are getting some logs like the button text and some location and RGB and some another thing, I believe, right? So we are going to repeat the same task but in the headless mode. So for that you have to make sure that in your configuration file, so I'm using this protector.conf.js, but if you have any other config, so whatever the configuration file, you have to go there, and here you have to introduce this capabilities, right? So we learned about these capabilities in our previous video where we discussed how to run our existing the test script in the existing browser using the debugger address. So same concept here. So within the capabilities you have to make sure you have mentioned your browser name, and then within the Chrome options we have to set this arguments here. So arguments, args arguments, now these are keywords. If you give something wrong, it's not going to work. And here hyphen headless, that means it is going to run in the headless mode. And here we have to mention this window size as well. So window hyphen size, then followed by the resolution of your screen, or it can be any resolution, but make sure you are giving it in the large amount. Don't give like 720 or 640 like small screen, because what happens when you have a small screen, sometimes the UI doesn't fit within that, and when running in headless mode we'll get most of the time element intercepted. To avoid that, we are using this window size. So we are setting the screen resolution to the maximum height and width. So that's the things here. So it's going to be very simple. Within the Chrome options, we have to make sure you are going to give this arguments. I will check in the code in the GitHub, so you can check from there as well. Now if I go back to my spec file, and if I hit on run test, or I can use the command prompt to run as well, then we can see, actually we cannot see the browser, but we can see that we are getting some console.log statement. Okay, so it took almost 6.496, and previous one, okay, we deleted that, but yeah. So of course we understand like how to run our script in the headless mode. So that's it guys, it's a very quick tutorial I know, so that's nothing much to learn about it, just you have to add this capabilities. In the next video we will also learn like how to run our browser headless mode in Firefox or any other browsers. So apart from this, in earlier stage we used to in Selenium you use this Phantom.js or the HTML driver that are not needed actually. So in most of all the browsers nowadays supporting headless mode by default, so don't go with those stuff, no need to use all those stuff. In mostly we use Chrome or Firefox that already supported this headless, and Edge and Opera also supports this. So thanks guys, that's it from my side. So thanks for watching, see you in the next one very soon.